In the spring of 2012, a Pflugerville high school student made several violent threats against his classmates, teachers, and principals. One of these threats was planned for April 20th, the anniversary of the Columbine shootings.
I came to school on that day, and the first thing I noticed was the hallways were completely empty, meaning during passing periods there was little to nobody there.
Students who came to school that day were stuck in their second period classrooms while police investigated the threat.
I was in Miss Gripp's class for English, and we just heard over the intercom, lockdown, this isn't a drill, we didn't know how long it was going to last or anything.
I wasn't quite sure exactly what was going on, but I knew that we were supposed to stay in the room and we couldn't go out.
I was scrolling through Twitter just seeing what was going on, and everyone was like, oh, there's a bomb threat at the school and stuff like that. And that's kind of how I just heard about it, because it was just circulated in 30 minutes once one person knew, everyone else knew.
That day was not a fun day. I remember it vividly because the threat was deemed credible. I mean, we were on alert for everything.
About 2 weeks later, Pflugerville High School student Stuart Baxter Little was arrested and eventually sentenced to 3 years probation. 2 years later, Pflugerville Independent School District passed a $287 million bond that included $4.7 million for safety and security upgrades. The majority of that money went to installing entry vestibules at every school in the district by next August.
We're here at Rio Haas Elementary, which was one of the first schools in Pflugerville ISD to receive an entry vestibule. Here's how the vestibules work. There are 2 sets of doors at the main entrance. The outer set remains unlocked, while these doors stay locked. Those locked doors force visitors to enter through the front office.
When we check people in, they put their driver's license in the system. It runs a background check for certain offenses. If the driver's license scan indicates that there are certain offenses on that person's record, there is a red flag. They are not allowed into the building.
Our entrances are fairly open at a number of our campuses, and a large part of that entrance and egress is on the honor system. And so with our bond package, we wanted to address that and make it a requirement that they come through our office.
I am really grateful that we have the vestibule doors. I was a principal of another campus in this district prior to opening Rio Haas that did not have the vestibule doors. Now, the office staff tried their very best to monitor when people came in the building, but if they turned their head at the wrong time and someone came in, they could get past the office and we would not see them.
I think in this day and time, you can't be too safe. So yes, I think it's necessary. If it does nothing else, it provides peace of mind for everybody within the building.
Yes, ma'am. Though the entry vestibules keep unwanted visitors out, some students feel the root of the problem lies inside the school.
Our answer shouldn't be lock the doors and start searching everyone. The answer should be, let's fix the problem before it starts. Let's get students help, and let's focus on bullying and the psychological effects of mental disorders and stuff, as opposed to just fixing this one problem when it shows up.
There's 3 types of safety that we focus on: social, emotional, and physical. Having our counselors and even a trusted teacher or staff member that you can trust to go to and confide in, I think that's really the key.
It's been almost 3 years since Stuart Baxter Little made threats against Pflugerville High School. Do today's students and staff feel safe at school?
You read stories about Columbine and other schools that had threats like that, and you never think that could have been us. But looking back at that entire thing, it made me realize that this isn't something that just happens to random schools away from you. This could potentially happen to you.
I mean, I feel safer at my house and in public because most of the violence you see happening in America today takes place at public schools, and our school especially has had multiple threats.
I think this school is an extremely safe environment. We are much better than most schools our size, which really sounds ironic considering the amount of entryways that we have. We all realize now that we live in a different world, and we have to be more cautious. I think our awareness has gone up, and now we don't walk around saying, oh, that'll never happen here. We walk around saying, we're not going to allow that to happen here.
Reporting for PBS Student Reporting Labs with Casey Aguilar, Patton LaBelle, and Matthew Spellings, I'm Kennedy Huff.